Hey everyone, welcome to Performacast episode 19. Today I want to talk about the quality of the ball. Now, you get the balls, you see the stability ball, exercise ball, you see it at the shop. Any sports shop really has it. And unfortunately, they just want to move products. They don't really know anything about the ball. And the customer is normally just as ignorant. Number one, they don't really know many exercises. They see it, it's good to have. They might just sit on and bounce it a bit, bounce on it a bit, or do a couple of, stretches or basic exercises. But they don't really know inflation, how to pump it up correctly. And the quality could be dangerous. So if you're using it and something sharp goes into it and it bursts, you can fall and really hurt yourself. Or the shape doesn't keep, or you slip off because a lot of them are quite slippery. So a lot of these people, they're going to like a sports shop, like they look professional. They've got all these like exercise equipment, and they've got great displays of everything, and they got a whole display of stability balls as well. And the salesperson obviously just wants to make a sell, knows nothing about the quality, and of course he'll say it's great quality because their store's holding it, stocking them, and they want to make a sale. And the customer trusts him, and they don't know any better, and they go buy until something happens, until they get hurt from it, or it just loses size or shape, or they slip off and they say, nah, the stability ball doesn't work, not for me. And unfortunately, a lot of these studies are done, first of all, with the ignorant amounts of knowledge in terms of what you can do in the ball, and also the quality factor and size factor. Sometimes the ball size is just too small or too big for that person doing it. So unless you really go deep dive into the ball and test yourself, the quality, I mean, if you can jump from ball to ball or two balls, or whatever the case is, which I do, by the way, you can't do that on an inferior quality ball because you know that you'll slip off. Or even if you try and do a climb up, a basic climb up, you'll slip off or it doesn't keep size or shape. So you can't get those benefits from the poor quality ball. You just can't. You're throwing your money away. And then you say, nah, not for me. The exercise ball doesn't work, and try other less effective ways of training or injury ways and lift as much weight as possible because that's, the weights don't break. They break you, but they don't break. So you got to be really careful of what kind of ball you get. I use the Gymnic Plus, and I make sure it's got a little bit of give. A lot of the gyms you go to, you see the ball, and they might be a good quality ball. They might be, and some of them are, but then they just don't know they're flat. And then people use them, and it's much easier, and it's not giving you nearly as many benefits, and you can't do nearly as much as you could exercise-wise when it's flatter. So you also need to learn how to inflate it correctly. A lot of people have no clue. So just be aware of when you get an exercise ball, make sure it's burst resistant, number one. It doesn't have a smooth surface, like a really smooth surface, although you could use some which are good quality and has a smoother surface, but it's also, again, it limits the amount of exercises you can do. Or if the ridges are too sharp and you try and even sit on it or kneel on it, it just like cuts into you. And that's not good either because you want to be somewhat comfortable on it. You want to be comfortable on the ball. You don't want it to hurt you or, while you're trying to do exercise and cut into you. So those are big factors, like why people, either diss the ball or have done studies, so-called studies and why the ball is not as effective as other pieces of equipment. I know because I've been training on one specific brand. I've tested a lot of brands, and I can, number one, see the benefits and feel the benefits, but also for my clients. And I've trained hundreds and hundreds of clients, maybe thousands, maybe a couple of thousand. And I've seen the benefits of what it does. So don't listen to what the studies show or the research shows, because often it's done with either a poor quality ball, and they ignorant of what you can do on it and do the basics. They test for the basics, and then they say, nah, the core activation isn't great, or whatever the case is. Balance doesn't improve balance. Not good for unstables, not good to train on an unstable surface. All these kind of myths and actual rubbish, because if you know what you're doing and you're doing it properly, it's it's causes amazing wonders and benefits and whatever you know else the ball brings. So until next time, I'll see you then.